What's up with it? Sean Breezy. Yeah, my moderator's up in here. So any y'all make any false moves, they gonna kick you out. You see what I'm saying? They gonna kick you out. Ashy ass again. Shit. Man, you know what, bro? You need your haters, bro. You know, haters make me do better in life. You know, that's why I keep them around, man. I don't really block haters that much unless they unless they're real disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying? Unless they really disrespectful, man. I don't fuck with the blocking. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and you can make videos about the KL cat. You can make videos about what I'm doing and my situation. But all I know, man, I'm up on the grind. That's all it is, bro. You see what I'm saying? I'm on a grind out here. I'm trying to make a better tomorrow for myself. I'm not out here just lounging around in the island sun. Nah. No, I put in work, man. I wake up every single morning around 6 a.m., sometimes earlier than that. You know what I'm saying? And I get up about my day, man. I'm at Starbucks having some coffee. Well, I was drinking a little bit of that energy drink coffee. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just chilling, bruh. And you got motherfucking females that come around my channel, make videos about me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. You know, I ain't gonna say no names or nothing. I don't like giving people no shine, man. You know, feel what I'm saying? But, you know, I need my haters, though, man. Go ahead and keep talking. Eventually, Kelcat gonna come up out of this situation, and you're gonna be like, God damn, we talk shit about him and everything. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, you better believe it. You better believe it, bro. That's all I'm doing. I'm on my grind. Yeah. So you gonna get ruffled by some feathers. You gonna get your feathers ruffled. You feel what I'm saying? Every now and then when you listen to my videos. I've been talking shit about women for years. And I talk shit about men too. Anybody can get it. It ain't just like and I'm not just talking about women. I talk about men too, being broke and dusty. You feel what I'm saying? I talk about the passport bros. You know what I'm saying? I don't even talk about MGTOW no more. I don't even deal with them motherfuckers no more. That's how like ancient these women are, man. They coming in late to the party. I haven't been a MGTOW since like 2012, 2013. You know what I'm saying? I stopped making MGTOW videos because I figured that ain't nothing but a big ass cope. So I'm keeping it raw and motherfucking cut in this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I'm very outspoken, and motherfuckers don't like that. They don't like that I'm outspoken and I'm honest. They don't like that shit. Hey man, when motherfuckers is coping, I call it on them, bro. I'm like, no, that's a fucking cope. When motherfuckers talk about, yeah, look how much money I'm saving. You know, I don't need no woman, and I don't need to get married. I don't have to buy a house. I don't have to buy a car. You know, look how much money I'm saving. You know, that's a cope to me, bro. Because you don't got no woman. I see a lot of these guys on these leftover man channels. Okay, because I watched the leftover man channel too. There's leftover men. You feel what I'm saying? Hell, I'm a leftover man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm honest with it. I know I'm working towards something. You see this watch right here? I'm working towards something. I will never sell my watch. It's my token of my success of my first jackpot that I won. So, hell no. You must be smoking. You gotta be smoking. If I'm gonna sell my watch, Man, you got to be on some real good drugs, man, to be talking about I'm going to sell my watch. Fuck you. Yeah, the stuff that I say in my videos, I'm a ruffle some feathers, bro, because I attack everybody, bro. This is not just a hate woman channel. This is a I hate everybody channel. Yeah, I hate everybody who don't have nothing to do with my goals. If you ain't got nothing to do with my goals, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. That's how it is. And a lot of you guys, you rocking with me. You got something to do with my goals? Okay, cool. You riding with me. Come on, let's go. Let's get this motherfucking money. You feel what I'm saying? I got big dreams to accomplish right now, bro. I'm on to something big, bro. You think that's gonna be the only jackpot that I won, bro? There's gonna be some more jackpots down the stretch. If you study some of the lotto winners, they won their first jackpot, and then they won another one, and then they won another one, and then because they kept playing, bro, they stumble upon the luck. You see, you can't run into luck if you just inside your house just chilling. You can't run into luck like that. You have to be out and about, looking down on the ground, and then you'll run into luck. Sometimes I find money on the ground because I'm always looking down at the ground, you know what I'm saying? And I find money on the ground. This one person that I was talking to a while back, we don't talk no more because that person is a bad person. And they said that they never had any lucky experiences. And I'm like, you ain't never found no money on the ground? She's like, no, I never found no money on the ground. You feel what I'm saying? I found $20, like, what was it, 6 months ago? On the ground, right over there, by the library. It was just a 20, just sitting down on the ground. I was like, oh shit, this is $20. Thank you very much. Put that $20 in my pocket, bro. Because I'm out and about, bro. I'm always out. You feel what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. You know what? Exactly, Sean Breezy. They're gonna hate when you're doing something positive, man. And if you say something that offends them, especially women, if you say something that offends them, they're gonna try to attack you, man. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna try to attack you. But that's not what I'm about here, man. I'm not out here trying to, diss, my haters and stuff. I welcome my haters, man. Come on through. Have a seat. Have a seat. You know what I'm saying? I sit down, talk to you. You give me energy. Like that other day, that dude Mike, whatever his name is, came around here and talked hella shit, man. I hit like, how much money did I win? I think I won like $700 because he came around, he talked shit. I was like, come on, hater. That's why I kept him around, bro, after a while, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, he was just like being hella disrespectful. So I had to block his ass. You disrespect me on my own channel, nigga, you will get blocked. Period. And then you got black women always attacking you all the time. Hey, man, look, man, I got nothing bad to say about black women, bro. I never really singled y'all out. Only a few times I did, but I let that be. Some channels are just for bashing black women, bro. And that's not what I'm about, just bashing black women. I'm talking about all women. All you motherfucking bitches are the same to me. Because I dealt with all races of women, bro. They all want the same goddamn shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? On this channel, anybody can get it. Yeah, I'm going to say some stuff that ruffle your feathers. And you felt a certain type of way about that. And you go make a video about the Hellcat, bro. The Hellcat ain't no rocket scientist, man. But I'm smart enough to know what's really going on out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm all about this money, man. Feel what I'm saying? I'm all about chasing the bag, bro. And you got people that's gonna get in your way. You know, Sub 5 Stalker, she was getting in my way. Somehow something bad happened to her. Out of my way. Good. Good. Cause that bitch was a menace. That bitch was a menace, bro. I hated that bitch with a passion. The Sub 5 Stalker. And yeah, I still deal with Asian women, bro. You know, I deal with black women too. Any female can get it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I deal with Asian women. And I fuck with black women too. So that's what I do. That's what I fucking do. That's me. And I ain't gonna stop for nobody, man. I don't give a goddamn what you say. I'm on a roll here. I'm on to something big, man. You feel what I'm saying? I am on to something big out here in these streets. You don't understand, bruh. A lot of the guys that be out here, bruh, they be wasting time. And I don't fool with them, bruh. You see what I'm saying? And you got motherfuckers that's making videos about you or whatever. And I'm like, what's your point? And you make a video, you see how motherfuckers, I mean, you make a video to defame somebody, like a negative video, or you make a diss video to defame somebody, to destroy their revenue here on YouTube. I don't have no fucking revenue. I don't have a career on YouTube. I got a few loyal subscribers that come around and view my content. That's it. That's it. I got a few people that come around. Now, what you gonna do? You gonna make a video? Let's destroy this nigga's content. Let's turn his subscribers against him. They're like, what subscribers? I ain't got a whole lot of like, you know, I don't got a whole lot of subscribers. You know, I don't make money on YouTube. This channel is demonetized. It's been demonetized for like years. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't making no money, and the channel is not really growing. You feel what I'm saying? So, what's your fucking point? You're beating a dead horse here. You see what I'm saying? Nah, when you do something, you know, to somebody, right? When you want to do something really, really bad to somebody, you want to destroy their income. So what you do is you send or you make videos about that person, destroying that person's character. Like, let me tell you something, like Kylie Muscle. He was doing a lot of honest shit, you know, conning people out of their money and shit like that. And so many people made videos about him that it destroyed his fucking it destroyed his I can't even get it out. It destroyed his character and his career here on YouTube. Okay? So he's not making money because his YouTube character and his career is gone. The guy's barely getting what? Like 15,000 views per video. This nigga talking about looking for a second job and shit. So yeah, his career on YouTube is pretty much over, you know, because motherfuckers have brought him down by making one video after the next about Cali Muscle. So that really destroyed his career. But me, nigga, what are you destroying? There's no career here. There's nothing built here. You feel what I'm saying? I just go all on and on and on. You feel what I'm saying? About my experiences in life and shit, and my goals and my dreams. You know what I'm saying? Just my point of view, you know, of life, basically. That's what I spit on this fucking channel, man. You know what I'm saying? And Fuck YouTube. YouTube is a boss, okay? A lot of motherfuckers who get their money off of YouTube, they gotta go by certain rules and regulations. You know, they can't say what they want to say on YouTube. They gotta scratch certain things. You know, they don't want to get demonetized. They don't want to fuck up their money. I'm here to speak the goddamn truth, man. I'm here to speak my mind. I'm here to tell you like it is, bro, and keep it 100%. You feel what I'm saying? If you like it, okay, fine. If you don't like it, fine. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not out here doing this shit just for my health, man. I'm doing it. Man, actually, I am doing it for my health. It is therapeutic. It is therapeutic. You know, and like I said, man, anybody can get it. I'm talking about men and women, man. This ain't just a woman bashing channel. This ain't everybody bashing channel. I'm bashing everybody. I'm going off on everybody, bro. My family members. I go off on other men. I go off on women. I go off on cats, dogs, lions, tigers, and bears. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going off on everybody. You feel what I'm saying? You know. So whatever, man. You can do whatever you want to do. I mean, hell, you just feeding the horse, man. Giving it more fuel, bro. You giving me more horsepower. That's all you doing. You ain't doing nothing but giving me more ammo. You know what I'm saying? Passing me a clip or a magazine. You know what I'm saying? That's all you doing. Let's make a video about Hellcat. Oh, I'd be like, okay, thank you. Give me that magazine. That's like a magazine coming my way so I can load it up and start shooting back at you. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I mean, they ain't the only ones who have made videos about me. There's other motherfuckers out here that have made videos about me and shit because they feel a certain type of way about what I say. So they get their fucking their feathers ruffled, and they make a video about Hellcat. You see what I'm saying? They'll sit there and listen to what I say, and they'll be like, huh, I feel a certain way about what he just said. Man, make the video. Fuck that nigga Hellcat, bro. Fuck that nigga, man. Make that video. Get the video out. Let's talk about this right now. I'm like, really? Huh? What's going on? Get the video out. Fuck that nigga Hellcat. Send that nigga to jail, man. Hope that nigga die, man. I hope he died by what he said. Ooh, rest in peace. Fuck that nigga Hellcat, nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what they be doing, bro. And I be sitting back in the background just chuckling. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Laughing, having a good time. You feel me? That's what they do, bro. That's what they do out here in these streets, bro. You can do whatever and say whatever, bro. But I'm going to speak my mind regardless. Yeah, I don't believe in your God, nigga. Fuck your prayer, nigga. Fuck your prayer. Fuck your prayer, nigga. Fuck your prayer, nigga. Fuck your prayer. Lady literally has balls. I go to Boondocks. I was listening to that video, man, of me going off on motherfuckers, man. I'll just go on a rant and just be talking about motherfuckers. And I sat back and I was laughing. I was like, what the fuck is this? This shit is funny, bro. Matter of fact, it brought joy to my life just hearing the video about me, bro. I was like, man, I sat back and I laughed for so long. And I laughed so hard. It was comedy, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that I got somebody's feathers ruffled for them to make a video about me, man. I don't be making no videos about other YouTubers and shit, man. I might mention some YouTubers' name, you know, and I might say some things about them in my videos, but I never like upload a video with their name in the title and it's all about them. You feel what I'm saying? I never do that. I don't do that. That's too much goddamn shine, man. You see what I'm saying? You know, that's why niggas be following me, man. I can see why now. Because I don't really listen to my videos, bro. I just, I just let the video go. You know? I don't go back and listen to it or nothing like that, man. But that time, when I heard the video about me last night, I was like, damn, no wonder motherfuckers be following me around. I'm live as fuck. And I'm funny as hell. He funny as hell, bro. And I'm real, bro. I'm real. Look, this God stuff, it really ruffles a lot of like black women, because black women are God lovers, bro. And there's some black men too. But black women, you know, the money that comes from black women. The churches, the black women give the money, you know, give the money to the churches and shit, man. So when you talk about their God, they get upset. They get their feathers ruffled. But I'm like, there's no solid evidence that your God exists. It's only a book. You know, and a book is not enough evidence, bro. Just because you read a book and there's some words in it that was written by humans 2,000 years ago, it doesn't mean that it's the true words from the creator himself. It's not. You know what I'm saying? When we first started, bro, there was no English. The Bible had the God talking to Adam and Eve in English. I'm like, wait a minute, man. There was no English, or there was no languages back when the earth first started. When we first appeared on earth, we just all of a sudden came from the ground and started speaking English. Like, nah, that shit don't work like that, bro. You see what I'm saying? That shit don't work like that. You know, I don't believe in what they tell me because it doesn't make any fucking sense when it comes to like reality. You know, you feel what I'm saying? When I look at life, I look at what's in front of me. You know, I don't look at life in a delusional mindset. I look at what's in front of me. And I look at the animal kingdom, I'll be like, oh, okay, so the lion go around eating up the buffaloes and the wildebeest. You know, why do they do that? Why do nature allow lions to go around eating up the buffaloes and the wildebeest? To me, it makes sense to say, hey, that's called population control right there. You feel what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't no lions going around eating up the wildebeest, they were overpopulated. So you gotta have, you know, you gotta have some predators. So, hey, you guys' population can't get too much. We gotta eat some of you motherfuckers so life can keep going. You know, because there's only so many goddamn food and resources and shit. You know what I'm saying, to go around. We can't have too many of you motherfuckers. So we got to eat some of you motherfuckers to keep the population in check. It makes sense to be like, okay, why do we have wars? Oh, okay, the wars is for like population control, to keep the human race in check. But we don't have any wars anymore in the U.S. because we got nukes. So that's making the male population grow, which is creating a lot more competition for men out here to spread their seed. You see what I'm saying? So I look at life like that. The dinosaurs ate each other to keep the population in check. That's why they had the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the big ass meat eater, going around eating up the other dinosaurs. You know, even though some dinosaurs had a fucking a defense mechanism. You see what I'm saying? To defend themselves, so he couldn't be victorious 100% of the time. You feel what I'm saying? But he had to go around to make sure life keeps going. It's called the circle of life. When I look at some of these goddamn religion, these fucking goddamn these cults and stuff like that, and they tell me something like, well, God is coming back to make you perfect again, so you'll never ever get old and sick, get sick and die. I'm like, wait a minute, that don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. Why would God come back and make us perfect again, where we'll never get sick and die? That's that Jehovah's Witness shit, bro. That's what they believe, that Jesus and God is coming back to overthrow this government that we got right now. And that shit is so full of baloney. They've been preaching that shit for 2,000 years, bro. Come on. Come on now. They've been preaching that shit for 2,000 years. The guy who started Jehovah's Witnesses, man, he started out preaching that shit back in the 1800s. He started preaching that shit back in the 1800s, and he died. And none of the shit that he was talking about came true. And then for generation, they kept on passing down this fake ass, whack ass Jehovah's Witness shit, preaching it through generation, and then, these people are so gullible, they believe in what you're saying. They believe that God has got a special plan for his people, and he's gonna come back and save everybody. But I'm like, what? He's trying to save who? He's coming back to make us perfect. He gonna overthrow the government that we got right now here in America. But I'm like, black people were slaves for 300 years. Where was God then? You see what I'm saying? So that shit don't make no goddamn sense, man. You know what I'm saying? We got complete control over this planet, like I said, because I'm looking at who got control. The government's got control. All that religious bullshit is a bunch of baloney, man. If you look at life the way it is right now, you'll see, like, okay, what they saying is a fantasy. It's a fairy tale. Because a guy like Jesus, that would be some superhuman shit if he even existed. You see what I'm saying? I don't think Jesus ever walked the earth. I'm sorry, like a person like that, without a defense mechanism, a person like that who would just let you hang them up on the cross with all the powers that they possess. I don't think that would have had happened. I think that Jesus would have had an army. If he would have came down as powerful as he was, walking on water, turning water into wine and shit like that, feeding people with only a few loaves of bread and a few fish, you know what I'm saying, until they full, you know what I'm saying, that's some superhuman shit that doesn't exist in today's time. You see what I'm saying? But yet he died because they hung him up on the cross. Like, you can't kill something that's a spirit. You guys are claiming that Jesus and God is a spirit, but these two spirits cannot be killed. You feel what I'm saying? Spirits can't be killed. You can't even, they're like eternal. They're fucking immortal. You know what I'm saying? They don't even bleed. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't kill something. So for you to say that Jesus died, how could you kill something? How can you kill something that can't be killed? You guys are claiming that they're spirits, they're gods, they're powerful, they got powers, they got magical powers, they can, you know what I'm saying? That shit is magic, what Jesus did when he came down, as they say, right? Turning water into wine, walking on water. Those are magical powers that we don't possess. And the thing is, if he did all that, right? Damn, we might could do that too. What if the creator was a human at one point and became superhuman? How did he do that? You see what I'm saying? Who created him? Who created the creator? You see what I'm saying? This is the stuff that you gotta ask your question. This is the stuff that you gotta this is the questions that you gotta ask, man. Because you don't sit there and just believe any story that people tell you without looking at reality first. I believe what's in front of me, bro. I live in the real world. I don't live in no fantasy world. I don't think that nobody's coming to save us. You know, we should have been saved a long time ago. My mom believed this shit until the day that she died, bro. She thought for real that God was coming back to like destroy this system and bring in a new system. I'm like, when did God like lose control of his system? I thought you said that God was almighty and powerful. How did he lose control to his system? How did he lose control of his system to Satan the devil? Satan the devil just took his system from him? That shit don't make no sense. Jesus is coming back. I'm like, well, Jesus left you? That's not love. You don't leave your people. You know what I'm saying? It shit don't make no sense, bro. That's why I don't believe in no religion, man. Because what you saying, it don't make sense in today's time. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, black people were slaves for 300 years. That's a long time to be a slave, man. And there was nobody coming to our rescue. He didn't rescue us. But in the Bible, it said that he rescued the Israelites, though. Sided with them in war. But that shit don't make any sense right now, bro. I'm saying, all that stuff is fairy tale. It's a myth. God is a myth. Jesus is a myth. We have no evidence that they exist, right? The only way they exist is that you make them real in your mind. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way they exist. In your world, they exist. In the real world out here, where humans control everything, nigga, Jesus and God don't exist in this real world out here, bro. Maybe in your fantasy world, yeah, they exist, but not out here. The government's got control over everything out here, bro. They raising rent sky high, and Jesus got no control over that. God ain't got no control over that. The cost of living is going up. The governments are getting more greedy by the year, man. You know what I'm saying? They want more money and more money and more money and more money. That's God out here. Money is God. Why you think you can control and manipulate females with money? Okay? Because money is God. Money is God. And I know a lot of you Bible thumpers, you're going to hate to hear that. But it is. Because the only thing that counts out here is this. That's the only thing that counts. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that counts out here in these streets. The only thing that matters is money. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta work out today, man. I gotta get my swell up on. I gotta work out. These haters got me energized. I'm just ready to take on the day, man. That's all it is. Something in my nose. I'm ready to take on the day, bro. I'm so energized that it's not even funny, bro. You see what I'm saying? Eventually, Cat gonna come out on top. I'm gonna be victorious, and I'm gonna stop making videos. You feel what I'm saying? I'll end this channel once I'm victorious. Come out on top, like the champion that I am. A lot of guys don't get it, man. This life that we live right now, it's called reality, and I live in the moment. And I live for the future. When something sounds like it's suspect or something don't sound right about the story that you're telling me, I'ma question it. If you don't answer that shit right, I'm not gonna believe it. You see what I'm saying? And again, we got no scientific evidence that God or even Jesus exists. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never really spoke to no God. You ain't never seen no God. The earth stays quiet. You feel what I'm saying? It stays quiet. If you look in the sky above, right here, you don't hear no voices. You don't hear nothing. Ain't no signs of God nowhere, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Look at the sun came up. You feel what I'm saying? We don't have any evidence or any clue or no evidence that any God exists up there. There's no evidence. And the Bible is not enough evidence, bro, because anybody can write a book and say, hey, this is the true word. Listen to this Bible. Follow everything inside this Bible. And you'd be like, oh, yeah, really? Yeah, and the scripture said that God will wrath down on Saudi. In the scripture, you know, everything we do it in church. In the scripture said, God will rain down with vengeance if you don't follow his commands. He will send a flood and flood the whole entire earth and kill everybody, Satan the devil. I'm like, how come he didn't kill Satan the devil? He killed the humans. Satan was the one that was going around causing all the bullshit, right? Oh, he let him live. He let him exist. But the humans had to go. That shit don't make no sense, bro. That sounds like an evil God, bro. That sounds like an evil God that will flood the earth, kill everybody because, you know, that they didn't agree with his top 10 commandments or the, you know what I'm saying? You know, there were too many people on the earth acting bad, so he caused a flood and saved everybody but Noah and his family. That shit don't make no sense, bro. Then how the fuck did Noah, you know, have babies? They start sleeping with their sisters and stuff? Like, come on, man. See, think about it. You be like, damn, God is gonna come around and kill everybody but my family. It ain't gonna be no pussy out here, man. I gotta sleep with my sister? That fucking shit is disgusting, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know, and the fucking shit, what was it? What was the story of Noah and the ark? The ark floated for like 30 days or some shit like that. Okay, what the fuck did they do for food? They packed food up in there too? Did they eat the animals while they was in there? Because you need like meat and stuff for protein. That shit don't make no sense, bro. I question everything, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know, I question everything. The shit don't make no sense. The stories don't make no sense. The Bible stories don't make no sense. They got so many inconsistencies in that fucking Bible, bro. And the Bible story, it's not even funny. Only a fool will believe something like that, bro. Only a fool will believe something like that. Turn your Bibles to Luke chapter 22. It says here that God will come back to destroy everybody that don't believe in him, and he will bring in a new system, and he will give you everlasting life so you can live on earth and look like you're 25 for the rest of your life. Bro, what about the circle of life? There'll be too many motherfuckers on this earth if nobody ever died. This world still has a capacity, bro. Life still has to keep going. In order for us to fucking keep going, we gotta die, so the new generation can come in and take our place. It's been like that for years. Look at the way life is. It was like that with the dinosaurs. Why do you think the dinosaurs lasted for, was it 165 million years? They was here for way before us. And they lasted for 165 million years doing what they do. It's called the circle of life. The bigger animals, the bigger meat eaters come around to eat the little small animals to keep their population in check. It happens here, bro. Like the birds come around, they eat the bugs and stuff, you know, the worms and stuff to keep their population in check. So it won't be too many goddamn worms in the dirt. Because if there'll be no birds, bro, the dirt would be full of worms. You know what I'm saying? There'd be too many worms the population would overpopulate. You feel what I'm saying? That's why the ducks, my ducks that come around, they come around to eat the worms and stuff, bro, and to enjoy the warm weather and shit. The ducks only come around like around springtime, and I feed them. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why they come around is to eat the snails, the worms, the bugs and stuff like that, because when heat comes around, it makes the bugs come out. You ever notice that when it gets hot, the bugs, they get out of control. They be all in your face. They be trying to land on you. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to bite you, mosquitoes and shit like that. So that's to me, I mean, not to me, to the ducks, that shit is food for them. That's what they eat. They come around to eat the bugs that come out when it's hot. The bugs and stuff, they tend to hibernate in the winter, but they come out more when it's hot. So the ducks come around and they take advantage of that shit. They eat snails, they eat beetles and stuff like that to keep the population in check. Why do you think they got anteaters? To keep the ant population in check. Why do you think they got snake eaters? The mongoose. His job to keep the snakes in check, man. Can't nobody fuck with a mongoose, man. Can't no snake fuck with a mongoose. When the mongoose is coming around, bro, it's over for that snake. He's like, yeah, buddy, your population got to stay in check. It's time for me to eat your ass. And it could be a poisonous, deadly cobra. And that mongoose was like, nigga, you ain't shit. I'm coming around here. I'm going to grab you by the head. I seen it a couple of times on the nature shows where the mongoose come around. He'll circle the cobra to make the cobra dizzy and shit and get him exhausted. And then before you know it, he'll snatch the cobra by the head and go for the kill, man. And eat that motherfucker. Right there on the spot. Like a snack. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the circle of life, that's how things work, bro. Nature wants life to continue. The creator, whoever created us, we don't know. We don't even know who created us, bro. The creator wanted us to keep life going here. That's why motherfuckers have sex. That's to keep life going, to bring new life into the world, bro. How you think we've been surviving all these years, bro? We can't survive if nobody ever died. That's why I don't believe that Jehovah's Witness shit that they come around and try to feed me with. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe it. I believe in the circle of life. What makes sense to my eyes? What my hearing, my smell, and my vision. That's what I rely on, bro. I don't rely on what people tell me, man. All the bullshit stories about Noah the Ark and Jesus and all that other stuff. It's like, bruh, nah, I'm good with that. Where is Jesus' body at? Oh, he took it back up with him to heaven. That shit don't make no sense. If he was a spirit and he used the body, okay, and he used the body, he would leave the body here and go back up to heaven. You feel what I'm saying? They said, well, God, Jesus died for our sins. He died for us. He died. No, he didn't fucking die. They killed him. They hung him up on the cross. I mean, yeah, he died, but the way he died, it wasn't like he came here and stabbed himself. Nah. They killed him. And I believe that, and I'm going to say it time and time again, I don't think that Jesus would have been just by himself. He would have had an army. No, he would have had an army, and with the powers that he possessed, he would have been using that shit to defend himself. You see what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So I don't believe in this shit, bro. You know, I believe in what's reality right now in front of me. No fairy tales can. Nah, I'm good with that. I'm good with the fairy tales. You feel what I'm saying? I believe in money, bro. That's what's gonna change your life, man. Money. Right now, I got this person right now living at the church. And I think the church is kicking her out. She been living in the side shack of a church for many, many months. And they told her that they was gonna help her get a place to live. And they still haven't done it. And I think they gave her an eviction notice to get out from the side, from the shack. You feel what I'm saying? Get out from the side of the fucking goddamn shack. You see what I'm saying? They kicking her out. So, yeah, the church had her back, and she used to always come around. My church, my pastor was this. My pastor, my church is this. Yeah, but now they kicking your ass out now. Where you gonna go after that? The church didn't help her, bro. She still got an alcohol problem. She drinks until she pass out every single day. She even goes to church drunk, buzzed. You see what I'm saying? That type of shit, bro. And she's still homeless. They ain't helped her, man. All the praying that she been doing, that shit ain't gonna help. Nah, you need professional help. That's what you need. You need human help. You see what I'm saying? So whatever, bruh. I won't be on this channel forever. I know one day, eventually, in the future, I'm gonna hit a big one. And, I ain't gonna do this channel no more. I'm just here until I get my bag, man, and then I'm gone. That's it. I'm gone. But I'm the realest motherfucker on YouTube, I tell you that, man. I give it to you raw, uncut. I don't sugarcoat nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sugarcoating out here, man. The bullshit stories you motherfuckers trying to feed me, man. You feel what I'm saying? The bullshit story you try to feed me, like I'm supposed to believe in what you believe in. But once I start to question it, all of a sudden that becomes a problem. So you always gotta question shit, bro. You don't ask any questions, man. You're not gonna grow any. You're not gonna grow any, and you're not gonna know anything. You just, okay, I believe everything that you're saying. Yeah, God is coming back. Jesus is coming back. Bruh, he'll never come back. And you could keep on waiting. My mom died waiting too. She died waiting for that guy to come back. And she died and he never came back. We're going to be in a new system by then. We don't have to self-improve. We don't have to work toward nothing. God going to resurrect us. Once we die, we make it into the new system. What new system are you talking about, man? That's what the Jehovah's Witnesses think, man, that God is going to come back out of the sky with a sword coming out of his mouth and with Jesus and some angels riding on horses behind him with swords. And take over this world and bring in a new system. I'm like, what? I thought you said that God was powerful. How did he lose control over his own earth that he created? How did Satan the devil take it from him? What, Satan the devil is more powerful than God? It shouldn't be like that. Man, you feel what I'm saying? That God gonna come back, he gonna make you perfect again, boy. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be perfect. You're gonna be 25. You're gonna stay 25 your whole entire life. You'll never get old. But what about the circle of life, though? What about that? Oh, man, the reason why we die is because Adam and Eve, they ate the apple. They bit that apple. And that's why we get old, we get sick and die. That sounds like some bullshit, bro. If that really happened, bro, then this is a cruel God that we up under, bro. If if that story is true and there's a God out there like that, bro, man, we in trouble. You feel what I'm saying? He punished Adam and Eve for biting the apple, but yet he didn't punish Satan the devil for turning against him while he was in heaven. He threw Satan and his demons onto the earth with us to live down here with us. Have you ever seen a demon? I ain't never seen no demon around here, bro. I do. I believe everything my eyes and my nose and my ear tell me, bro. I ain't seen no demon out here. I mean, we got more evidence of aliens than it is gods. Feel what I'm saying? At least, you feel what I'm saying? I ain't never seen no demon down here. I ain't never seen no Satan the devil. I ain't seen them. And you ain't seen them either. They're invisible. Oh, real? Yeah. Oh, yeah? You think they can make themselves visible? If they got the power to be invisible, they can make themselves visible. Oh, that's a demon right there, man. That's Satan the devil right there, brother. Run. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. Nah. Ain't no invisible demons walking around here, bro. Man, I don't see nothing. You must be smoking. A lot of you motherfuckers, when you invented that Bible, you was smoking on that good shit. When you wrote that Bible, you was smoking something, bro. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, I keep telling motherfuckers this, bro. How is the Bible the real thing when it wasn't there from the start? God could have had that Bible written by Adam. But there's no languages back then. God damn, fucking people are so fucking goddamn stupid, bro. When you first appear on Earth, you're basically a fucking caveman or a cave person. When you talking about male and female, a cave person, okay? You can't speak any languages, man. What, God invented English? Fuck out of here, bro. This is bullshit, bro. I don't listen to that stuff, bro. I don't listen to what they got to say, man. It's like, I question everything that you tell me. And I process it. And I figure it out. And I figure out whether or not I want to believe your story that you're telling me. It has to make perfect sense in my brain. But what makes perfect sense to me is the circle of life. That's why we die. To keep the circle of life going. If nobody ever died, there'd be too many motherfuckers on the earth and we would not be able to continue life. There's already, 6 billion, 7 billion people on this earth. That's a lot of goddamn people. Okay? That means motherfuckers ain't dying fast enough. We don't have wars because of the nukes. You feel what I'm saying? Back in the day, the wars used to thin the herd. That's why I think, the reason why there's, different types of people in this world, man, because the Creator wanted us to have wars to keep the population in check. But the moment they invented that nuke, okay, that's when we stopped having wars. Ukrainians, they didn't have any wars until now. They don't have no nukes. So they're vulnerable. That's why Russia was so confident on attacking them, because they didn't have any nuclear programs. They didn't have no mass destruction weapons to defend themselves with. Weapons of mass destruction. They were an easy target for the Russians. That's why they ran up on them. Came around, raped a bunch of women. Came around, started killing people. You know what I'm saying? I was hearing some crazy stories about that war, man. I remember when it first started. Back, was it 5 years ago? That war is still going on over there, bro. They're out there defending their country. Millions of people have died. And you talking about a God somewhere, bro? Get out of here, bro. And I know this is gonna burn your chest, like you drunk some Coca-Cola or something. But that's just the way it is. We gotta live in reality right now. What's going on right now? Fuck what went back, 2,000, 3,000 years ago. Fuck what happened back then. Motherfuckers still trying to live in the past of what other men have done. Abraham did this. Luke did this. Jesus did this. And you know, they were leading that. They got punished by God, and I'm like, back in the Bible, if you read it, right? Okay. Because right now it doesn't make sense right now. If you read it, it'll say, oh, God punished people because he didn't agree with their lifestyle, or like he punished people that sinned against him, that went against his word. He punished people for doing that, right? He ain't doing that right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? He not punishing people like that, like he does in the Bible. So you got the God right now that's silent, that don't do nothing. But in the Bible, God is very outspoken. He's punishing people. He's sending floods, right? Flooding the earth, killing people that don't do as he say, that don't follow him, that don't believe in him, right? He's doing all of that. But in reality, right now, he's not doing that. He's not sending no floods, bro, to kill people. And why would he do that? He created us. Why would he destroy us, man? If anything, another comet will come out of the sky and destroy us. But I think we got some weapons to deflect that. You know what I'm saying? Just like the comet destroyed the dinosaurs, okay? They was around for 165 million years before an asteroid came out of nowhere and destroyed the dinosaurs. And you know how the asteroid destroyed the dinosaurs? It killed off the food, okay? The dinosaurs didn't have any food, bro. So that's the only thing that can like bring Armageddon, is something that would hit us from outer space. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing that can kill the human race. You know, if an asteroid was coming toward us, it would take days or maybe a couple of months to get here. So we got time to prep and try to deflect the asteroid from hitting the Earth by sending up maybe a nuke or something up there or something like that, or a heat sensitive or a heat detecting nuke that would hit the asteroid and destroy it before it hit the Earth. We already thought about shit like that already. So you got to do your research and think outside the box, because a lot of people, man, they think inside the box. You know what I'm saying? They think inside the box. They don't think outside the box. They think inside the box. I'm a nigga that thinks outside the box. That's why I'm going to be a multi-millionaire in the future. I'm a smart individual, bro. I don't just listen to what anybody tells me. I don't listen to the words that they speak. If the words that they speak don't make sense in my mind, I'm not going to process it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that God does sound like a devil. Because anybody that will flood the earth, kill people because they're not following him, or they're not believing in his word, that's a devil, bro. That's a devil. That's an evil one. Anybody that will punish you for eating from the tree of knowledge of good and bad by taking away your perfection, where you got to get sick and then die, that's evil, bro. I'm pointing out the evil shit that this God has done in that Bible. And what have Satan done already? What? Try to persuade Jesus to join him? That's the only thing that Satan has really done. They ain't really got no stories of Satan killing people or Satan going around flooding the earth, you know what I'm saying? Or acting a fool somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about what God did back in the past. And well, you know what? He's not doing that now. Those stories and shit, it don't match up to today's reality. Right now, we don't see shit in the sky, bro. We don't hear nothing come out of the sky. Back in the day, they said, "Oh, God talked to people. He came out of the sky and talked." He ain't doing that now. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got two characteristics going on. You got the one in the God in the Bible, which is almighty and powerful and will punish you if you don't do as he say do. I'm like, what? What? He created us to be his slaves? You got to serve God. You got to serve God. What? He created us to be his slaves? We got free will. We don't have to serve that motherfucker because he don't exist. They just made that up to control people, man. They just made all this religion and shit just to control people. And what they think, the creator got in store for us. He gonna destroy the earth by fire next time. Armageddon is coming. Like, he's coming to destroy his own creation. That shit don't fucking make any sense. Jesus is coming back. You're gonna be coming back and get vengeance. I was like, well, Jesus should have came back and killed the motherfuckers that killed him. He should have went and got vengeance against the motherfuckers that hung him up on the cross. Instead, he went back to heaven. You know what I'm saying? This shit don't make no sense, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, man, I'm gonna end this live. I've been going off for a whole entire hour, man. The shit don't make no sense of the stories that they tell me, man. I just take it with a grain of salt. And I keep it pushing. And I live my life the way I want to live it. You see what I'm saying? You ain't going to control me with that Bible. That Bible is bullshit. Bullshit. It was only written 2,000 years ago. And humans, like I said, are way older than that Bible. We've been around longer than that Bible. We've been around for 350,000 years. That's a long time, man. That Bible is a baby. It was just invented 2 years ago. And like let's think about it. It was like, who told you to write the Bible? Did God come out of the sky and say, write the Bible right now? This is what the humans are supposed to be doing on this earth. They follow these commandments and follow everything in this Bible. If they don't, they will go to hell. That sounds like an evil God to me, bro. You know what? A real loving God will let you live the way you want to live because he knows that you got only a certain amount of time on this earth. You feel what I'm saying? You only got a certain amount of time, on this earth. And a real loving God would be like, you know what, man? Go ahead and live the way you want to live, man. Because I only give you a certain amount of time on this earth, man. You ain't got a whole lot of time. You feel what I'm saying? So you live the way you want to live with no rules or regulations. You know what I'm saying? Because you only get, 60, 70, 80 years on this earth, depending on how you take care of your body and what you eat and shit. Feel what I'm saying? Because after that big dirt nap, ain't no coming back. Ain't no coming back to this earth, bro. You get one life, and that's it. Done. Over with. You die. You know what I'm saying? And all this contradiction that the Bible be getting caught up in, like the, what they call it, the sex before marriage. You can't have no sex unless you married, man. You can't have no sex. I'm like, well, yeah, but I'm getting married up under up under Satan's system, though. You know, that's why I told the Jehovah's Witness that came into Starbucks and approached me. You know, I'm like, we are still getting married up under the system that you hate so much. So you talking about I need to get married first up under the system that you hate, which is Satan's system. They call this system Satan's system. This is Satan's world. You know, but you still gotta get married up under Satan. You're supposed to be against this system, not fucking supporting it. And you pay taxes. You ain't supposed to pay taxes, but you do. You support this system. What's going on right now? You support it through tax money. Because if you don't pay taxes, they're gonna take your ass to jail. Jehovah ain't gonna come and save you out of jail, man. You know what I'm saying? Jehovah ain't gonna save you out of jail, man. Once they go to jail, no IRS. They don't play with their money. Don't give a fuck about no God. They kick it indoors and taking anything that's valuable in your house. You know what I'm saying? They emptying bank accounts. They trying to get their fucking money from you. So you Jehovah's Witnesses, you gotta pay taxes, or they're gonna come and throw you in jail. You see what I'm saying? The Jehovah's Witnesses are against this system that's in place right now. They are against the governments. They're against the motherfuckers in charge. They're even against the president. They don't even vote. You know what I'm saying? The Jehovah's Witnesses don't even vote, bro. It's fucking stupid, bro. Dumbass. I've been stopped that shit long time ago. When I start getting older, I start getting wiser, and I start figuring shit out, and I started asking questions, and they couldn't answer the questions that I asked. So I said, fuck it. You don't know, and I don't know either. You don't know who created us, you know, and I don't know either. We don't know who created us. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's no signs in the sky. We don't see nothing. You know, like who created us? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because that God in that Bible, if we got created by him, man, I'll be scared for my life. For real. But that Bible, when you read it, bro, it's two different realities. You're like, wait a minute, that shit don't happen like nowadays, where a motherfucker just walk on water and turn water into wine. A motherfucker that can heal motherfuckers. Come on, man. The story with the lady walking up to Jesus and healing herself by touching him. Like, bro, I'd be like, whoa. If I witnessed that, I'd be like, whoa, bro, what type of shit are you? Who are you, bro? You got some magical powers or something, bro? I'd be like, whoa, I need to check you out, man. We need to do some dissection or something. I need to get some of the powers you got. How'd you get those powers? Because I want some. Bruh, if that shit happened, if Jesus came down and he had the ability to heal people like that, they would be trying to use him as a weapon in war. Is Jesus, you're gonna serve us, or we're gonna hang you up on that cross? Which one is it? You gonna serve us, or we gonna kill you? And Jesus can be killed. So the story says, right? Like, nigga, ain't nobody with powers like that can be killed, bro. Come on, shut up. Could heal people just by getting touched. He'll be on that battlefield so quick. Fighting in battles, fighting in wars. Like I said before, you got shot in the foot? Okay, go see Jesus. He gonna hook you up. Or you got shot in the armpit? You still alive? Okay, go over there. Go over there. Jesus, he gonna hook you up. Hurry up before you bleed to death. Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? You're like, you sick, man? You got a cold? You feel fever? Oh, we gotta hook you up. We gotta get you back on that battlefield. Jesus, hey, this motherfucker got a cold. We need him to be ready to get on that fucking battlefield. Jesus come and touch you real quick. He'd be like, oh shit, I feel better. I don't feel congested or nothing. Thank you, Jesus. Man, I'm telling you, bro, if a person like that really existed, he wouldn't be alone. Just use your common sense. The way humans act right now, they're so greedy for money and power and wealth. Okay, they want all the money and power and wealth. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? For him to be walking around like that with nobody trying to use him and get him on their side, that's impossible, bro. And then kill him instead of use him. Bruh, you gonna kill somebody that you can use in war? The humans, they're always trying to outbest each other. They're always trying to get an edge over each other. You know, other nations are always trying to find an edge over the other nations. That's why they had a nuclear arms race or whatever. You know, who got the biggest nukes, who got the most powers, who got the biggest guns. You feel what I'm saying? Who can hold much power, who got the weapon, the best weapons. You know, you see what I'm saying? Nah, man, you know who run the world down here? The presidents, the governments, the Putin, Donald Trump. These are the leaders of the world, bro. They're at the top of the food chain. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say when war starts, okay? They say when war starts and when it stops. They control and run everything in this world. They control it. Not that fake ass God in that Bible, that so-called mighty, almighty and powerful. No, 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 no. Humans are more powerful, bro, because we control and run everything. Now, you can come around with your delusional way of thinking and say, nah, God is coming back. He's coming back to destroy everybody who don't believe in him. But I'm like, that's not realistic. That's not reality. We haven't, you know, ain't nobody coming back to save us from what? To save us from, what was the purpose of God, of Jesus dying? To save us from our sins so we could be forgiven for our sins. We wasn't being forgiven before for our sins. Nah, man, humans run things down here, bro. Feel what I'm saying? Anyway, man, I gotta end this live, man. I've been talking way too much about this religious bullshit, bro. Cause it's starting to piss me the fuck off. Starting to piss me the fuck off with the bullshit. I ain't the one, man. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't the one to believe your stories. Here come the duck. I don't have any food, ducking. Sorry. That's my duck. See, he comes around every spring, man, to take advantage of all the bugs that come out. That's their food, bro. That's the circle of life, bro. Sorry, I don't got no food, guy. He flew away. You know what I'm saying? So, don't believe everything that you're fed, man, and don't believe everything you read, man. A lot of stuff, it's to be to control you, man. That's all it is, and get your money. You know what I'm saying? And I remember how hungry they were. You know, when I was at church as a little kid, man, and one time the fucking preacher was like, nobody's giving nobody's giving donations, so we gonna lock the door. We locking y'all in until we get some donations. I was like, what? Cause I guess nobody wasn't giving donations, and then I guess they did lock the door, and some people coughed up donations. It was like, okay, here. Made a few $100s, and then they let us go. But it was stupid, man. How hungry people are for money, power, and control. Even like the preachers, they got some type of status and some type of control. That's why the preachers are always, you know, sleeping with the ladies in the church and shit like that, man. You know, you feel what I'm saying? They ride around in Cadillacs, nice cars and stuff. You'll never see a preacher broke. You know, he might not be the richest guy in the world, but he's doing well for himself. You know, well enough to buy a Cadillac with some gold things. You feel what I'm saying? you know, it's all about. I know how. Look. I know how humans are. Humans are money hungry, power hungry human beings, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They want to control everything. They don't want to be powerless where they're at the bottom of the food chain, or they can't get things to go their way. They can't get sex like they want to. You know, humans, it's a human nature, especially men's nature, to seek power, money, and wealth. Because when you got that, you can control everything. And when you can control everything, you live a more fulfilled life. Your life is more fulfilled. You're not starving of sexual intimacy. You're not starving of food. You got plenty of clothes. You got plenty of sex. You got plenty of, did I say food? I said food again. You got plenty of cars. You got plenty of money. You know, you got no limitation. But it sucks to have limitations. That's why I'm so like obsessed with chasing the bag right now, because I'm tired of my limitations. I'm tired of not getting the type of females that I want. And I'm looking for all the females. I ain't talking about just black women, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all females. Top tier black women, top tier Asian women. I want it all. God damn it, I want variety in my life. And I'm not ashamed to say this, bro, at all. But I gotta go. You guys have a good day. Be back on later. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.